Ooh, that's nice. That's me playing piano. Can you hear it? No, it's not. It's not. What's up, everybody?
Wait.
What?
I was jamming in that one.
You like that one?
I was liking that one.
You like that one?
Where was that from?
I'm going to tell you what that is. That is Bebop Kubop in the Musical Truth with our host, Avacha, which is Tuesdays at 8 p.m., right?
Tuesdays at 8 p.m., yes. Wait, is that actually Bebop Kubop in the Musical Truth?
Yeah, that's a sample of the music from the show.
Oh, music from the show.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You heard it here on the Deck.
Welcome, everybody, to On the Deck. It's January 2024. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
I guess if you want to sing happy birthday to the year. I am Miko Tolliver. I'm your host here. You can find me around on the interwebs at Miko Tolliver with 2 L's. I'm here with our interim general manager, Mr. Antonio Ortiz.
Yes, and I have 3 O's.
Stop stealing my jokes.
I like it. I like your jokes.
What's up, everybody? Excited about the new year?
Yes, I'm excited about the new year. It's 2024, and you know what that means.
That we made it through Y2K.
A long
Y2K,
time,
Y2K,
time
Y2K.
Ago.
It's
Yes.
coming.
It's coming.
Remember that?
It came and went, and no problems
Yeah,
there.
it was
Well,
totally
maybe there
good.
were little problems here and there.
Yeah, but I
Clocks
guess
were off.
now it's like, I guess now every year around New Year's, I'm just like, brace yourself, something could happen. Although the real concept of it is kind of ridiculous because it's like if you are on New Year's Eve, once you hit about 12 in the afternoon on December 31st, you can start watching the New Year's celebrations across the world,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Because they start putting that on there, like Australia just had the officials, like they're the first ones, right? And I think that was kind of back during Y2K. That was the sign, like it's going to be all right because they were like, well,
They were
nothing
fine.
happened. They were fine.
Yeah.
Then they went to the next country. Well, Japan is fine. The
Everything's
next-
fine.
Russia's fine.
Yeah.
France
So,
is fine. Yeah.
Everything's fine. Everything's
Yeah.
fine. It's
It's
2024.
It's
Everything's
2024.
fine.
Everything's fine. But
Yeah.
yes. But welcome to 2024. KPFA. Hey. The official thing to know, KPFA is
KPFA. Hey.
We are now officially celebrating 75 years of KPFA all year long.
That is right. We are turning 75 years this year on April 15th. We were founded in 1949. Or actually, we weren't founded in 1949. It came to existence before that, but
really?
the radio went on the air 1949 on April 15th.
You said something cool too a few weeks ago that apparently when we
really?
first
I said something cool.
You did.
Excellent.
You dropped some knowledge on me that I guess when the radio station started, we had to send out radios to people. How did that work? Where did you hear that story?
I wasn't here, but I don't know. I also heard that from Brian Edwards Secret and a bunch of other people at the radio station that, when they started, there wasn't that many people listening to radio. So they actually had to give out radios, or not give out, but to their supporters, send out radios so they could listen to the radio station.
That's kind of cool. I guess, if it's 1949.
Yeah, you know what that'd be like? It'd be
What?
like, oh, you want to get onto social media? Here's a phone.
That sounds actually like COVID when they were like, we're shutting everything down and we're going to give all these kids these Chromebooks so that they can go to school
So you
online.
can connect. Yeah.
Zoom school.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that.
Did
so
we do it
just,
first?
Maybe we did do it first.
Maybe. See?
Yeah.
Everyone's following our lead.
Yeah. But it just shows that in a tough time, and it's like things you're like, how do we get information out? The technology, it's like, we'll get it out there to you. It's,
Yeah, it makes sense. You know, get it out there, give them the technology so they can get access to it. Right.
You know what I would like for somebody to give me for free?
A
That's
radio.
Well, somebody actually did give me a radio for free,
Yeah,
but
they're
like
like, "Hey, you need
technology-wise, to like step us up to the next game, and like it'd be dope if I could get like a free hybrid car.
A free hybrid
Or like
car
electric
for on
car,
the deck.
or like electric car. I mean, I would drive it to come here and do the show,
Oh,
sure,
yeah.
on the deck. But
Oh, okay.
you just were on the deck. All right.
We're gonna be roving around. We're gonna see you at your part of the woods. Watch out for the on the deck car. Yeah.
Vroom, vroom.
Yeah. Yeah. Make your donation today.
All right, let's get to some announcements here. What's happening in the month of January here at KPFA? First things first, station holiday. So that means we're going to be closed.
Well, the radio's gonna be on,
Yes.
but we're gonna be taking a rest break.
Yeah, the station
Inside.
will be closed. Yes, so
Yeah.
that's January 15th, and this holiday celebrates.
Martin Luther King Jr. birthday.
Is it his birthday
wait.
or is just the day?
I thought it was always the birthday. Maybe it's a day.
Either way,
Let's
it
look it up.
celebrates MLK.
Can someone look it up? And
Hey, you
find
know
out?
what's really great? We're actually on MLK, like the street.
Yeah, we are on MLK, and we'll be celebrating the MLK Day, MLK Junior Day,
It's great.
on January 15th.
Nice. Yes. So the station will be closed. That means if you call up, nobody's going to pick up the phone. We'll still have content on the radio, right? Because we have content 24/7, rain, sleet, or snow.
Rain, sleet, shine, snow.
Mm-hmm.
Or
we're like the post office. We're always going to make it happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But we'll have
and
a little
that's
holiday.
why it's important to have a radio, because in the event of an emergency like an earthquake, the radio might be the only way that you're going to get information.
Ooh, dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Well, cool thing too is because it's MLK Day, we're probably going to be doing some content on the air focused around MLK. You want to hear something cool? When I was a kid, listen to this. This is dope. I used to be in the Oratorical Fest. You know what those are?
Oratorical Fest?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, you mean like kind of like a debate fest?
No, it's not like a debate. It's like it's in Oakland. It's a big thing. There's actually this whole history of it on it, and there was a documentary made on it, like HBO, and I was like, oh my god, I used to do that. And it was you have like kids from schools throughout Oakland. They recite poetry of just like famous like Black poets and authors and stuff like that, and just like speeches and things like that. And it's a competition. And I used to do it as a kid. I used to love it. So I think it's kind of great, actually, when I think of like a lot of the like voiceovers that I do now, or kind of the stuff that we do for the radio and using my voice. I'm like, I kind of been doing this like my entire life. It's kind of cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so they were doing poetry. You guys were writing your own poetry?
No. We would do poems. Like I would do Langston Hughes, like a poem by Langston Hughes. What I really liked about it is I got to get out of class to go and rehearse it.
But that's cool.
Yeah, I was like, this is dope. I love this. Yeah, so.
How fun.
Yeah, and then we used to go around like the city and like perform it and promote it. And it was great. And then we would be a part of the Oratorical Fest. And
was that high school or grade school, you said?
This was an elementary school.
Elementary school?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was great.
Oh, excellent. I didn't do any of that stuff. I was in a club it was called DECA. I don't remember what it
DECA.
Do
I
you remember DECA?
We had DECA at our school.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it the same one that we're talking about? Because what I remember.
It's like the business one?
Yeah, I did that one.
Yeah.
I went to their national convention that they had in not Denver. It was in what's it called? Detroit one year. And essentially what I remember us doing, which I was never good at, was you take this product and then you look at the information on it and then you sell it. And I was like, wow, we were learning how to be salespeople. That's really what we were learning how to do.
You know what's so crazy? The fact that I was not in DECA and that I'm totally like an entrepreneur in my like adult life. And I'm like, looking back, hindsight's always 20/20. Maybe it's because of what you're saying. It's like you were being like salesmen. And I think I would see people in the club and they would dress up in like their blazers and like they'd have their little skirts and stuff. And they were so professional.
I know.
And I was just like, that sounds totally boring. I don't want to do that.
I did not fit in. The reason I did it is because I wanted to get all this stuff on my quote unquote my resume for college applications.
Okay, yeah.
But I did it. It was it was interesting. I don't think in the grand scheme of things, I'm here at KPFA. I'm not here selling product.
Yeah, well, it was probably too corporate for you. I think if it had been more like freelance gig style and like learning business and marketing and stuff, but in the terms of like something that really inspires you and moves you, that was more of just like, here's how to be in corporate America.
Yeah.
And I was like, and that's not what we do here at KPFA.
No.
Yeah.
For me, the clubs that I was really into were the ones that were more about community service, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So that was the fun stuff.
I would do community service.
Ecology club.
Yeah.
I remember I was in that.
You think ecology club?
Yeah.
What do you guys do there?
Recycle, I guess. That's what I
that's
don't remember.
Cool.
I don't remember too much about it. I remember we did meetings, and I was in the Spanish club. What other clubs was I in? I did a bunch of everything because I needed to get into.
Did you do any teams? Did you do any sports?
No, that's the one part I was not into.
I did sports. I wasn't super great, but I still did. Still did.
You still did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really big into like after school. Let's see. I did tennis.
Tennis, okay.
I did soccer, which I really liked that. I did 2 years of soccer. That was great. And here's the thing. The second year of soccer, I remember the coach at the end of the season was just like, hey, do you want to come play varsity through like the rest of the games in the season? And I was thinking, oh, this is great. And so then the next year I was thinking, oh, I'm going to be on varsity. And then they got a new coach and he was just like, no. Yeah. And then I let's see what else. I'm trying to think. I did try the swim team. And went to all the like practices and stuff. And then we had our first meet. And then I love this story because I remember I got home and I was so tired. I got home maybe 8 or 9 o'clock and I went straight to bed. I mean, actually, it might not have even been that late. It could have been like 7. I went straight to bed. And then I like went in my room. I remember I fell asleep. I woke up and it was like 2 or something in the morning. And I got up and then my grandmother in the back, I think she could hear me. Up and she's like, there's some food there on the counter for you. So I was like, oh, because she knew she was like, she saw me come home and just get tired, and then she was like, oh, she's gonna wake up and be hungry. So there was like food waiting for me in the middle of the night. I know, I always think of that. I was like, that was so sweet.
That was because you went to the swim team.
Yeah, I was so tired.
Yeah.
And then I didn't do it anymore after that.
Well, I wasn't into sports growing up, but I do appreciate in my high school that they required everyone to take swimming classes so you knew how to swim.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it is exhausting.
It is so tiring. That's not my sport. I kind of wish I had done softball because I actually probably would have been good at that, but I didn't do it. And then I knew a girl who did do it, and she got hit in the mouth and knocked out some of her front teeth. That's not my part.
And then after that, you're like, no,
that's not my truth. That's not my truth. I tried to do basketball.
Okay.
And I'm not really basketball at the time. I like the Warriors now.
What about badminton? Or racquetball?
I didn't do that, but I knew a bunch of kids in like my honors class did. But as far as the basketball, I tried to do that, and I remember being at the practice one day, and there was like this line of boys who kind of were walking by, and I was just like looking at them, and we were on like the lines for the layups, and the guys were walking by. Next thing I know, boom, ball right to my cheek there. In front of all the dudes and everything, and the coach is like, pay attention. So basketball is not my sport.
All right. Well,
I can't do the layup anyway, so either way I was going to be embarrassed.
Maybe we should form a basketball team.
We can do that. Yes. All right. So now, yes, thinking of things that we could do here and how we could improve here at KPFA. You like that? Oh, wait, check it out. We got a listener survey for people to fill out.
Yes, that's right. So it is the month of January, the beginning of the year of 2024. And what we would like to know is what are the shows that you listen to on the radio. So on kpfa.org, on our website, you'll see that the drop-down, on the drop-down menu on the left, that's right, the left, right below Support Me, there will be a link for the listener survey. You'll also see it in the front page. A little page will open up. Another page will open up. We'll tell you about the survey. Click on it. It's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes for everyone who's going to be doing it. And note, all the fields, all the questions are required, so you have to answer every single one. If you miss one, it'll give you a marker saying that you missed something. So just make sure to do that. And anyone and everyone participating in it is going to be helpful for us, because in the end, we need to know from all of our as many listeners as possible. I have this lofty goal of 7,500 people to do it. Ooh. We'll keep our fingers crossed about that.
That's great for the 75 years that we have.
75 years. Let's get 7,500 people to do it. Fingers crossed. And if you could do it, it gives us an idea of what shows you listen to, what shows do you rarely listen to, what shows have you listened to a little bit and you prefer not to listen to, and then also just some things about yourself. How you listen to KPFA outside of the radio. Where do you find us, and all that.
Good. And so, how do I find this survey?
So you'll find it on kpfa.org. On the menu, it'll be listener survey, or on the front page, you'll see a drop-down page that'll give you a link to the listener survey. Also, if you are a member who is on our newsletter, you would have gotten an email to fill out the survey there as well. And then also, I think on social media, we'll be promoting the survey as well for everyone out there.
We already have a post up now. It says, fill out the KPFA radio listener survey.
Yeah, and then on the air, you'll be hearing promos and all that jazz about the survey. And just note, some people have been already commenting on wanting to put some short form answers or long form answers. Just know that this is the first of a series of quarterly surveys. So the next round of survey, or the next survey, is going to be in April, and that's going to have 2 questions that'll have some short form answers. So just know that if it's not meeting your needs now, we're going to have more questions later. But at this point, we're looking for what shows people are actively listening to, and also what shows people aren't actively listening to.
Nice. Okay, that's great. Are you excited? You're excited. I'm excited to read all the the responses, because we have an interesting bunch. It's always great when you read responses, mass of the media, of like the audience, of what they have to say, and people will say all kinds of things of what their experience is, and you're just like, oh, I never considered that, or some things that are just funny, or some things that are just great. Some are real critiques. So it's all over the place.
Yeah. And it's very helpful to see that. So please participate. So that's all we have for right now for the listener survey in January 2024.
Great. And with that information, we can continue to update our programming. And you should know that we've already started to update our programming because we got a new show. Right?
What's the new show, Miko?
It's called All Your Old Records from 1964 to the present. It is going to be hosted by David Ogilvy, who I'm going to try to talk him into doing more banjo jokes. He actually has these really, like just an encyclopedia of banjo jokes.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a really great guy. He's great. He's an engineer. He actually taught me how to work the performance studio.
The soundboard for
the soundboard there,
live
which is very
performance.
hard. It's hard to find the on button. But yeah, no, he's got a lot of experience. I think he's done like work like recording people like Tupac and stuff like that. And the show comes on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. and it's going to be right after Dead to the World. So it's kind of just like this perfect transition.
Yeah. And for any of you who listen to the radio and listen to our music programming, you may have heard of him or may have heard of his voice because he does fill-in work for Dead to the World, also America's Back 40, and there's a bunch of other shows that he's filled in for and done created music shows for. So you would have already heard his voice on there.
Yeah, he's great. David Ogilvy is great. Yeah.
I'm having a hard time with my tongue. My tongue is having a hard time.
It happens. Yeah. It's all right. Let's see what else we got going here new. Oh, it's back. It's back for brand new year. It's a brand new year, brand new look, a brand new feel, and brand new everything. Herb of the Month is back.
All right, Herb of the Month. I'm looking forward to hearing this. This is from our friends from Herbal Highway.
Yes, all right. So just like we were doing it last year, we took a little break, but now they're back. Brand new video. We're going to learn about mugwort this month. So, all right, let's do it. Can we play our video? Can we play our Herb of the Month video? Let's do that. Yeah?
Hi, this is Sarah Holmes, host of the Herbal Highway on KPFA Tuesdays from 1 to 2 p.m. with your Herb of the Month. Hello, I'm Sarah Holmes, host of the Herbal Highway, and this is our January Herb of the Month. Welcome to our new year, welcome to January, and welcome to winter. So this month's Herb of the Month is mugwort. And I chose mugwort for a few reasons. The plants have so many gifts to offer us. There's so many reasons why we might use any given plant at any given time. But at this point, with winter time, mugwort is it's a dreaming plant. It's a visioning plant. This is a nice plant to take to enhance your dreams, to allow you to go within. So to support that work of winter, when we hopefully get a chance to slow down a little bit externally and we can focus our energy on our internal work and doing those deep dives. So mugwort really supports us in that. So for dreaming, I would use it in what I would call spirit doses or energetic doses. So we're just talking about 1 or 2 drops of tincture, a little sip of tea, or we don't have to ingest it. You could burn the dry plant. You could sleep with it under your pillow. You could carry it with you. Mugwort's also a very protective plant. So if you're feeling a little vulnerable, feeling like you're under attack or you are under attack, some mugwort can help with some of that energetic protection, which is important at this time as well. So mugwort, this is really that opportunity. And if you have some dry on hand and you're feeling a little sick, you can make it into tea. It's good to help ward off being sick as well. So it really has so much to offer. It's a good bitter. And it's very bitter to a lot of people if you're not used to bitter tastes or that particular flavor. So try a little bit before you brew up a big batch of the tea to think about. If you are taking physical doses, larger doses, like you're having a whole cup of tea or several drops of a tincture, it can be stimulating for some people. And even energetically, it can be too stimulating for some people. So bear this in mind as well. And also avoid long-term physical doses and avoid during pregnancy. It's also contraindicated. And if you know that you're sensitive to the aster family of plants, be careful here also and check it out first is a good place to go. I wanted to share a couple of archived episodes of the Herbal Highway also related to this topic. We did an episode called Grounded Dreaming, which was hosted by B. Anderson with their guest Tanaya Romero, and that was January 25th of 2022. Great episode, check it out. And also in 22 Winter Dreaming, a show I did focused specifically on dreaming and during this time, where I talked about mugwort and many other plants, and that was December 27th of 2022. So I hope you enjoy your mugwort. I hope you enjoy this start to your winter, and we'll see you next month. So if you'd like to listen to more of the Herbal Highway, you can find archives at kpfa.org and on some of your favorite streaming podcast platforms. If you'd like to follow us on social media, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Herbal Highway. If you'd like to follow me, Sarah Holmes, one of the hosts of The Herbal Highway, you can follow me at Blue Otter School. Renee Camila can be found at La Yerba Buena Herbs, and Emiliano Lemos can be found at Trans Herbalist. And check out KPFA, our home since 1997, on Facebook at KPFA 94.1, or Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at KPFA Radio. We hope to see you soon.
Ooh.
And that message was brought to you by our friends from the Herbal Highway, Sarah, Renee, and Emiliano.
Yeah, and then there's Council Karen.
And Karen Sanders as well. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
one of the founding members of the show.
Tuesdays at 1 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Really, they've been so great. They've been early supporters of On the Deck,
Yeah.
the social media here at KPFA. It's great. And they're back with the Herb of the Month, which you know
Herb
you
of
love.
the-
That's like one of your faves.
Herb of the Month, Mugwort, about dreams. Time to dream.
Yes, for the
right?
winter.
For the winter.
Mhm.
The one thing that I heard is like, because I'm not a big fan of the cold. She said this is the beginning of winter. It's like, oh man, how much more time do we got in this winter?
Well, it really kind of just started because we just had the winter solstice.
Mm.
Dun, 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 dun,
Da,
dun.
da, 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 da.
But,
Let's
I
get
mean-
to spring quickly because I like the heat.
No,
Well,
let's stay in the winter for a while. We got to get some snowboarding days in.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because she loves snowboarding.
I need my time on the mountain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
That's my meditation practice.
okay.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh,
the
that-
workout, too. The workout.
And that's leading us to better health.
It is.
Yes.
Good. All right. Also want to let you guys know, always check out the KPFA Best of Podcast. Wherever you get podcasts, all you have to do is go on there and search for KPFA Radio. You will find samples of all kinds of stuff that we have here at the station, including the regular monthly On the Deck that we do. So you always have announcements of our fun little banter that everybody loves to
Yes.
point out. I guess we're so silly with each other.
The little banter that
All
we
of our
have.
costumes and stuff. Want you guys to totally get excited about 2024 because we're about to do it and go hard. We got so much planned for this year, and it's the 75th anniversary, so we're going to be having a lot of fun all year long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be out there. Just be out there. Look out for us because we have a lot of events that are going to be coming down the pipeline
Yes.
in April.
It's an election year
Yeah.
too. I've
That
already
too,
I've
yeah.
already said that we're going to plan to do simulcast again for the election night,
Well, remember the last time we did an election simulcast.
which is why we're going to do it again this
And we're
year.
going to do it again, and
Yeah.
then we're going to see where we have. You're going to be able to see if you.
Yeah,
watched
that's
last
gonna be
time,
great.
Where we bumped up a level.
Well, then
or
that
two
tells
or
me
three.
that as we do the election broadcasts, right, the simulcast, then that I think the On the Deck immediately after that, we're gonna have to do a compare and contrast, which is like, look what happened last time. Look
Yeah.
what it is. That's actually that could wait, because you were just telling me, I think yesterday, like we should have some type of reaction show or something, or just like where we review stuff.
Yeah.
That right there.
So we react to our own work and like, oh.
That would be hilarious. Yes.
Oh, good job.
Hey, you know what? Great,
great,
great
yeah.
artists can do that. John Waters.
Mhm.
Do you know John Waters?
Yes, I do know.
He's
John.
amazing.
Well, I
John-
don't know him personally, but I know of him.
I
yeah.
wish,
I
right?
know of him.
Yeah, John
Yeah.
Waters I've seen him in interviews talk about like he's very strict about his script. He doesn't like the actors to ad lib.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gone back on movies and watched stuff and listened to some of the stuff, like the lines that he put there. He's like, what was I thinking? have fun with it. Just like, yeah, what was I thinking? What? It's funny. It's still it's
funny,
entertaining,
yeah.
right?
When I've been directing folks, I'm like, oh, because I'm into the whole improv theater and liking the going with the flow, saying yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards, you realize, wow, now I can see why when people do mockumentaries, it takes so much time.
Mm-hmm.
Because none of this stuff fits. Now I understand why a script
Yes.
really is more efficient.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but you know what? If you're those folks who do those like Spinal Tap, those guys that like that group, hey, they know how to do improv and mockumentaries like
Yeah,
nobody's business.
they inspired me. That's
Yeah.
what I like.
All right. So here we are ending our On the Deck for the month. But again, you can always check us out every week, right? Tuesdays at 2 p.m. On the Deck.
Mm-hmm.
We're back at it live. We're going to be going hard. Hope you like the new set.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm talking about. This is why we want to do that reaction show the day after the simulcast election, because it's like, look how we've already grown already. That's going to be great.
Yeah. We could sit here, watch it, react to our own stuff, and you're like,
yeah, I'm like, what was I thinking?
Oh, that was great.
Did I really wear that?
Whoa,
oh, my goodness.
Better than I thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And then with that, Antonio, give them the last bit of information, instructions.
Okay, so this is important for you all. How are you going to find us on the internet?
Because you're going to follow us.
You are going to follow us, and you're going to spread the word. You're going to let people know that we exist, right? You're going to find us on Facebook at KPFA 94.1, or on Twitter, aka X, YouTube, Twitch TV, Instagram at KPFA Radio. Perfect.
Yes. And with that, we want to say thank you. Happy New Year. And we're going to have a blast this year. Again, my name is Miko Tolliver. You can find me around on the interwebs at Miko Tolliver with 2 L's. I'm here with our interim general manager, Mr. Antonio Ortiz. Anything we talked about today, you can find on www.kpfa.org. And as always, we want to remind you to tune in to KPFA 94.1 FM. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh, yeah. Check that with some music. Chocolate Beat.
There we go. There we go.